Hello YouTube, it's Mr. Billerage up here again, and today I'm bringing you a game of domination using the Kiparis. I'm not sure if I've pronounced that right because I've not actually, don't think I've ever mentioned that gun before. So if I got it wrong, then feel free to mock me in my comments. Anyway, first things first guys, I want to apologise for those who have recently begun viewing my channel. I've not uploaded a video for a few days, which is unfortunate, but it couldn't be helped. Sad face. But I've had family round. Very unfortunate timing, I know, but it was after Christmas and people still wanted to get together. But they're all gone now. They're not visiting so much, so I'll be back on track with my videos. I've got plenty planned. I've got dual commentaries planned for the coming weeks, a mini-series that I'm thinking of doing, and I've got plenty of footage saved, ready to do commentaries for. So, plenty to come. So stick around, subscribe if you haven't already, and I promise there'll be more coming up in the future. Back on track with the gameplay. This is a 31-5 I think final score. It's my first time using this gun, so I wasn't expecting miracles or anything, but I think it's pretty solid gameplay. I show how to use this gun quite effectively. It's a getting close weapon. I mean, those of you who use SMGs regularly will know all about the AK74u. This gun is not the same. You won't be able to work the kind of wonders you can at a range with this weapon. It's very close quarters based for an SMG, which I mean is fair enough. That's how SMGs are supposed to be measured. Otherwise, what's the point in the assault rifles? I love using assault rifles, but at the end of the day, it's never going to match a SMG at close range if you're good on the trigger. So that's what they're for, and that's what I use this gun for most of the match. You'll notice that this game is not really about me capping the flags. We said early on, as we do in pretty much all our games, we're only just going to take 2 flags. And whenever one gets taken, we'll just reclaim it. It allows us to maintain a pretty solid lead and get the kill streaks up far quicker than if we were just going for flags and dying continuously. So here you see me trying a long shot with the Kiparis. Doesn't pan out. As I said earlier on in the video, you've got to be very careful when you try those. And if you do want to attempt to snipe with this gun, then try and make sure that they're facing the other way, because it's really the only way you're going to get a solid kill with it. I get pretty lucky here. I noticed 2 guys completely facing away from me, so I almost pick up an easy double feed. This game I stick to the edge of the map. I've said it in my other videos, I'll say it again, sticking to the edge of the map is the best way to play this game, regardless of whether you're using an assault rifle or an SMG. Here's an example of me using the UAV to my advantage. I know full well that the Kiparis is a very close range weapon, so I'll wait for that guy to close some distance before engaging him, even though I can see his red dot on the map. And that guy just doesn't aim properly, so I managed to pick up an easy kill there. So they've brought in air support, and my secondary job in this match was to take out any threats from above. I mean, we play quite consistently well, so we don't usually get air support against us. This guy managed to get a Cobra in a care package, which was unfortunate, but it was down before he could even pick up a single kill, so no harm done. Anyway, while this gameplay is going on in the background, I had a question for you guys. Are you one of the types that believe the AK74u is overpowered and therefore shouldn't be used? Or you're therefore a noob, you know, a scrub, whatever definition you use? Or are you one that thinks, well, the gun's in the game, I clearly perform best with it, I'm going to use it? I'm personally of the second camp. I love using the AK74u. I mean, I'm going to be uploading videos in the future with it. I don't really care if there are naysayers out there saying it's a scrub weapon. I love using it. I think it's extremely powerful. I love how good it is at range, and I'm just not going to handicap myself by using a different weapon simply because people give it a label, you know. I'm always going to play to my strongest. The only reason I'm doing this video at the moment was because I wanted to try out some of the other SMGs, because since this game began I've tried out, I think, the MP5, the AK74u, and the Spectre is the one I've used, I think. But I mean, when I tried out the MP5 and the Spectre, neither of them compared to the AK74u, so I quickly labelled that as like my favourite go-to weapon, and to be honest I haven't looked back since. So while it remains as good as it is, I'm not going to stop using it. If they do decide to patch it, to nerf it, then fine, you know, I'll either still use the gun or I'll move on to something else. But while it's in the game as it is, then why am I going to cripple myself? Why would I use a worse weapon when there's better options available? So guys, feel free to have your say. Are you of Camp A or Camp B? Just to recap, do you not use the AK74u because you feel it's overpowered, or do you just use the gun because you find it's the strongest and you'll perform the best with it? I'm curious what you guys think. I'm registered on several forums, and there's obviously a difference in opinion on pretty much every topic on the forum, but this is one of the, you know, the big debates about Call of Duty Black Ops. Is the AK74u too good? And I mean, people who argue that it is have fair points, because I think it is better at pretty much all aspects than the other SMGs. It has the best capability at range, it's extremely lethal up close, especially if you stick rapid fire on it. It was the most efficient with the grip attachment, which is said to be nerfed now or in an upcoming patch, I'm not sure. So yeah, they do have a point. The AK74u is good, but I just don't understand why people don't expect you to use it while it's in the game. You know, strange. But you know, you might agree with them, so please leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you'd like me to do more gameplay with SMGs other than the AK74u, then let me know that as well. If I get a big enough response, I may do it. But please don't expect me to not upload any more AK74u footage, because as I said, it is my go-to weapon. Most of the gameplays, especially free-falls that I do, involve me using this weapon, and I will continue to do so. So I'm going to get back to the gameplay. As you can see, I am pretty much going back and forth around this building at the moment. At this point, I'm adamant that there's someone above me. I thought someone had climbed up the sides and got in, but turns out they end up wasting time and they capture B from us, which isn't really a big deal. We've got a solid lead at the moment. But yeah, I'm left to look a bit foolish. As you guys can see, there's no one up here at all. So I continue camping around on top of the building, looking over B and C. I will say that this is probably the best spot to hold down on this map. Probably better to do so with an assault rifle, because although this gun is good at close range, if you're attempting a shot like the one I'm about to, this guy is probably going to be able to pick you off, especially if he's using an assault rifle. So as the game nears its conclusion, I get a bit tired of standing up here, and as a result I get killed. That was foolish of me. Shouldn't have popped my head out like that when I could see a guy was running towards me, because as I said, this gun really, you need to get the drop on people for it to be effective. Pick up an easy double Semtex there, which is nice. Follow up with it with a long shot again. I try it. Got very fortunate there that he didn't manage to get in behind the sandbags in time, and I don't end up paying for it. Don't attempt shots like that, guys, unless you're sure that they're going to come off. The guy could have easily been packing an assault rifle and he would have picked me off cleanly there. So yeah, I got lucky. I got lucky a few times on this game. You'll see a minute ago I avoided getting a grenade launcher to the face. Very fortunate again. And I pick up my second double Semtex of the game. Right there, defending B. Don't manage to do it in time. They managed to claim it. But by this point we're on 190. The win is in sight. But I do manage to pick up a silly death there. I should have really been more in cover. So as this game wraps up, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. As I said earlier on in the video, there are plenty of things planned for the channel. Got dual commentaries, series, more gameplay and commentaries. And I may end up doing some basic gameplay tutorials, just to, you know, guide those who aren't so familiar with the spawns and stuff around the maps. Because a huge chunk of this game is spawn knowledge, map knowledge, and I really think I can help a few people out. As I mentioned earlier, if you have an opinion about the AK74u and whether or not you like people using it or whether or not you use it, then feel free to share in the comments. As this game wrapped up 200 to 137, team score to us, and I finished with 31 to 5 with my first use of the Kiparis. Thank you very much for watching.